Here we have a young banana leaf. Almost every country uses this to cook on it. Mexico has cochinita pipill, Asian countries cook fish on them, Hawaiians make incredible barbecue on them, India not only uses to cook but also to eat on it. The possibilities with them is absolutely endless. But here's what I draw my interest on it. Does it produce an incredible flavor into the meat, or this is just a protective layer so that nothing gets burned? And today we're gonna find out if it works well with sous vide. The first thing I gotta do is to get rid of the middle, and for that it's pretty simple. I just slice it like this and it's ready to go. As you can see, now I have two beautiful sheets as I can use them just like aluminum foil. And the first thing we're going to be preparing is pork ribs. And as you can see, when you buy them, it comes with a membrane. I highly recommend taking it off. Also, if you have any meats hanging out like this, trim it out. This will give you a much better end product. So I first started by trimming it. Once that was done, I got a butter knife and started to remove the membrane. Just wiggle your knife underneath it, then grab a paper towel, and in one motion try to get everything out. Because once you are done, the next thing to do is to go ahead and get it seasoned. And for that, I first started with a good amount of salt, followed by Guga's rub. The interesting thing about this rub is that you cannot buy it online, but you can definitely make it. And as always, make sure you check out the description down below on this video, because as you can see, once I was done, I made sure that every single edge of this was perfectly seasoned. Now something else I also wanted to try is this. It is a pork butt, but as you can see, it already came with the bone completely removed. As I took out the string to have a true comparison, I decided to split it in half. One of them we're going to be doing with a banana leaf, and the other one without. For the seasoning, I did the same exact thing as we just did with the rib. A little bit of salt followed by Guga's rub. And as always, make sure to season it properly, because now the first thing we got to do is to get some smoke on it. And for that, I put it on my smoker at 275 degrees Fahrenheit and let it smoke for 3 hours. This will give it a nice smoky flavor, which I really enjoy. As you can see, once the time was up, I took it out and look. Now that looks good enough to eat already. The mahogany color you see is the sign that the smoke penetrated nicely and deeply into the meat. Since we have two pork butts, the first one I'm gonna wrap it up in the leaf. Once I have done that, I throw it in the bag, vacuum seal it, and it's now ready for sous vide. And as you already know, I did the same exact thing without it. Now the rib, I want to know the same thing, so I went ahead and sliced it in half. Is it gonna be better with the banana leaf? Well, we're gonna find out real shortly, because I did the same exact thing. Here's the biggest difference. The pork butt I'm cooking at 185 degrees Fahrenheit for 24 hours. The ribs, on the other hand, I'm only going to 165, but also for 24 hours. Once the time was up, I took out the pork butt, sliced it open, and look, we got a good amount of juices flowing. And as you can see, the color of the leaf changed completely. And take a look what I was left inside. Now that smells and looks delicious to me. And just in case you are wondering if it's soft, take a look. It is super tender and the smell is driving me crazy. And how about the pork ribs? The same thing happened with the color on the banana. It completely changed. And I'll tell you one thing, these ribs look tender. So tender that they're falling apart on me. But the most important thing right now is how is it gonna taste? Well, let's find out. So one of them was cooked with the banana leaf and then the other one without the banana leaf. All we want to know about this video is if it improves it, makes it better, or it makes it worse. So let's try this one here first. Go ahead. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
How tender.
Well, that was really good.
I know.
That was really good.
That one's super good, everybody. Not much to compare because this is a regular one. It's phenomenal. But now we're going to see if you change the flavor on this one. You ready?
Let's go for it.
Go for it. Cheers, everybody.
There is a different flavor.
Yes, there is a big difference on flavor for me. Do you enjoy that flavor, Angel?
It gives it a more like sophisticated taste.
You sophistication, everybody.
I got a tie.
I like
on
that.
Right
Yeah.
I got a tie on right now.
I would say it gives a different flavor on the seasoning, but at the same time, it's nothing crazy. It's a milder taste and a more pleasant taste if you wrap it with the banana leaf.
For pork, I think it improved.
Definitely. I 100% agree with Angel. It is an improvement and I recommend you giving it a try. All right, Angel, now we got some ribs. So we got the banana and no banana. Which one you try first?
Let's go without, that way we know what changes.
With the original, okay?
Yeah.
Let's go for it. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Come off the bone like nothing. That's a nice rib. All you can expect from a sous vide rib. Perfectly tender and juicy. But now let's go for the banana one. Oh, this one is tender too. Look at that. It's just falling apart, Angel. Okay, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, huge difference.
This time I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
That taste that it had with the pork it just doesn't go as well.
Yeah, it doesn't go as good. It actually masks the flavor a little bit. I would say something like that.
It overpowers a little bit more.
Okay, that's the results for the ribs, everybody. Let's jump right on to the next one. I know it goes well with some type of fish, but will it go well with salmon? To really find out if it's gonna make any differences between taste, I decided to go really simple on the seasoning. A little bit of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper was good enough. And as you already know, since I have a big piece, I decided to split it in half. This way we can do one with the banana leaf and one without. And the process is exactly the same thing. Just wrap it with the leaf, throw it in the vacuum bag, vacuum seal it, and it is now ready for sous vide. Talking about that, I chose the temperature of 140 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 hour. That will cook my salmon all the way through. Once the time was up, I took it out, opened up the bag, and the most interesting thing for me was that the leaf did not change color. However, at the same time, you can clearly see that the salmon is cooked all the way through. Now the only thing left to do is to give it a try and see how good it tastes. Here's the deal, Angel. Same exact thing, all right? Let's try this one here first. Cooked at 140 degrees Fahrenheit.
Cheers. You don't even cheers.
Oh, I didn't even cheers it because I'm excited for this one. Very nice, mild flavor. Angel, how do you like it?
It's kind of fishy.
I love it because you guys say the truth. Huh?
Look. I'm just getting into fish now. I'm trying.
Okay, very good. Fair enough. That's okay. Not everybody's into it either. I'll tell you one thing. It tastes phenomenal for people that love salmon. Now I want to know from this one if the banana leaf does anything from a fish lover and a fish hater. Cheers, everybody. Oh. Which one is better, Angel?
I think it's the banana.
The banana. I agree. The banana is much better, everybody. It gives a much milder flavor to the fish.
This is kind of like the pork. If you like fish, this probably tastes better.
Man.
It's not gonna overpower.
Exactly. Highly recommend banana with your fish. It works incredible. Banana leaf, not regular banana. Let me make that.
Banana leaf. Don't go smashing bananas on your fish.
Exactly. Okay, time to jump on to the next one. Your favorite, steaks.
Oh, I don't think it's gonna work with steak.
I have no idea.
Because with the ribs.
What's your prediction?
That's my prediction. I don't think it's gonna work with the steak. I think it's gonna do the same thing it did with the ribs. It's gonna try to overpower, and I'm gonna be mad.
Only one way to find out. Let's cook some beautiful steaks. All right, let's get serious now with these two beautiful steaks. As you can see, they are 1 inch thick porterhouse steaks, and for a lot of people, they think that this is the best steak in the world. That's because it is actually 2 in 1. You got the New York strip in one side and the filet mignon on the other. For the seasoning, I kept it real simple. A little bit of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. As always, make sure you season it well, because once you have done so, the next step is to wrap them up on the leaf. So after throwing them in the bag, vacuum sealing them, they were ready. I'll be cooking both of them at 135 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. That is perfect because it allows us time to go ahead and make an awesome side dish. And these are cheese sticks. To make them, it is super easy, and they will pair out perfectly with any steak. The first thing we need is this right here. It's puff pastry. If you ever used it, you know that the flavor is very mild. So we gotta get a good amount of seasoning on it. And for that, I like to use a little bit of egg wash. Just beat the egg and spread it all over. You see, this is gonna act as a binder for our seasoning. Talking about that, I first started with a good pinch of salt. Once that was done, I went with freshly ground black pepper. If you like some heat, add a little bit of cayenne. Then throw in garlic powder, followed by a ridiculous amount of Parmesan cheese. As you can see, once I was done, this is what it looks like. To make sure that it's not gonna fall on me, I grabbed the parchment paper and pressed it down. As you can see, now it's not going anywhere. To cut it, I highly recommend using a pizza cutter. It makes the job a lot easier. You want to cut them 1 inch thick. Any bigger than that, it's going to be hard to roll. As you are doing so, also place them on a cooling rack. This will help them cook evenly. Take your time and go nice and slow, because you're really going for a nice look. If you don't really care about that, you can just lay them down flat on the cooling rack, because once you're done, they should look like this. Now yeah, that's a little bit of work, but it's worth it. And at the same time, these little things are delicious, because the only thing left to do now is to cook them. For that, I throw them in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. Once the time was up, I took them out, and take a look at this. That is how easy it is to make these things. Oh, by the way, and if they get stuck on your cooling rack, you just gotta use a scraper. They should easily come out. And they should pair perfectly with our steaks. Talking about that, by this time they were fully cooked. And just like the fish, the banana leaf did not change color. It is still bright green. Take a look at the difference in color. And now I'm really wondering how it's gonna taste. But first we gotta put a nice crust on it. And for that, I'll be using my flamethrower. So now you already know what's about to happen. I know my steaks don't look that good right now, but watch this. All right, here we are with our finale, which is
the good one.
The good one. Steak, everybody. I also made a little cheese bread. That's what it's called.
Cheese bread?
Yeah, cheese bread. You want to try it? Try it. Tell me how you like this. Cheers, everybody. It's a nice little appetizer.
Oh, it's very, like, puffy.
Puffy, exactly.
Yeah.
Like puffy, cheesy, not too
Airy.
crunchy. Airy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to go for a feast after this cheese bread. Now let's try the steak. I'm not gonna tell you which one is which. You know that one of them is gonna be with a leaf and the other one is not. I wanna know if you can pinpoint it. You ready? Oh, and I see you're going for the filet mignon side.
I mean, I have, you know, a brain.
A brain. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. This is the steak without the banana leaf.
Oh, really? You sure about that?
Yeah.
Wow, awesome. So, I guess you're saying you really, really like it.
It's good.
Yeah, bye. Are you ready to try the next one?
Let's do it.
Let me know which one you like best. You ready for this? All right, very second one. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Oh.
What happened, Angel?
Now I don't know which one had the banana.
Do they taste different at all to you?
No.
No, I agree. No difference whatsoever.
I'm gonna stick to what I said. This one does not have the banana.
You say that this one does not have the banana and this one does have the banana. This one is the banana leaf. And then this one here is without the banana leaf. So it's fair to say there's no difference. It doesn't do anything for your steak. It is a complete waste. But with pork, fish work extremely well. It definitely makes a lot of difference. I understand why a lot of different countries use it because it makes it better, everybody. And I can only imagine if you put it underground with charcoal, phenomenal. Here's my theory and let me know if you think I'm right. The temperature is too low to extract any flavor from the leaf. You understand? Because when I took this steak out, that leaf still very green. With the other two, since the temperature was much higher, it completely changed the color and actually has some of the flavor infused inside of the steak. Let me know in the comments below if you agree with me or if you have any other theory why it didn't work well. But with the steak, not so much. Anyway, guys, these are the results. I hope you guys learned something new. I learned something new. I will now cook with banana leaf whenever I'm cooking pork, especially pulled pork. Let me tell you, it works extremely well. And it's very good.
Very good.
Very good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.